Welcome to FNaF News. I'm your host, the TNT Muffin, and today we're going to be talking about Youtooz, Hex, the FNaF 2 movie, and more. Starting off with the Youtooz news, they've revealed that they're going to be making a FNaF 4 wave of figures, showing us our first look at one of them here. This is the Nightmare Freddy figure, and honestly, this looks super good. From the concept art here, we don't see the full thing, we don't see the 3D model, but it looks like maybe one of the best Youtooz FNaF figures so far. It looks very detailed, very accurate to Nightmare Freddy, and he's even got all 3 of the Freddles on him, which is pretty sick. I think this could be a pretty sick wave of Youtooz figures, and I'm very curious to see what the rest of the characters are gonna look like. Along with this, we've also got our first look at a Pop Goes pin, which features spinning eyes that glow in the dark. So these eyes, they spin around from being the normal Pop Goes eyes to that green version, and that version of the eye also glows in the dark in this pin. Seems like a pretty cool pin, pretty unique FNaF pin. I don't think we've gotten one like this yet, so that's interesting. Some other pins they've made recently, which are actually out now, are these ones for the FNaF movie. As you can see here, there's also a figure of Ness, MatPat's character in the movie. These are all out right now on the Youtooz website, only available for 4 weeks, I believe, and a week or 2 has already passed, so get them quick if you want them. And with this wave of Youtooz stuff, they also released a bunch of other FNaF movie stuff, like Wave 2 of the figures, MatPat being one of them, along with Golden Freddy and Abby, who is a joint figure, and Balloon Boy, the little figure from the movie. All these figures I think look really good, especially that one with Golden Freddy and Abby. I love that you get 2 characters in one, and that little Abby figure is super cute. I really like that. But unfortunately, the plushies that came along with these figures all look pretty bad in my opinion. There's Vanessa, Spring Bonnie or the Yellow Rabbit, Sparky the dog, and the Cupcake, which honestly the designs aren't that bad, but the plushies themselves just don't look good. They almost look like prototype versions of plushies that they usually show off, except this time they're not prototypes, they're the final version. I don't really know what happened. I am disappointed by this wave of plushies, but still excited to get them, and these figures especially look really cool. I really like them. Now, on the topic of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, we've got some leaks here of the FNaF 2 movie set. So, spoiler warning, if you don't want to see what this looks like, as well as another thing that reveals some plot points, you can skip to this time. So, the FNaF 2 movie set. Just like the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, they have built a facade of the pizzeria, which people have seen and taken pictures of, this time being the FNaF 2 pizzeria. I've gotta say, this looks so good. It's like way more intricate than the original FNaF pizzeria. It's got this like angular shape, almost reminds me of the Durham Chuck E. Cheese location, how there's the front and then the sides are going off at an angle. You've also got this little archway with pillars coming down, holding it up, and then at the top the sign isn't there yet, but you can see where it's going to be. It just looks super cool, like a very intricate design. I cannot wait to see what the final version looks like. Looks very exciting. We've also gotten a drone shot of it, which shows a bit of the back. This is a very cool video. And also later on, they added this little mural above the doorway. I can't really tell what it's made of. I think it's concrete, but I'm not 100% sure, which shows the main 4 animatronics: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Funtime Foxy. I will say, as you can see here in the images of the pizzeria, it does appear to be a pretty run-down building. We do know, of course, that there will be flashbacks to the FNaF 2 location, but it appears that those flashbacks will purely be the inside of the location and not the outside, because the outside looks run down. But this also does mean we will get a bunch of present day stuff at the FNaF 2 location, which is why it's all run down. Now here's the surprising part. Not only do we have this FNaF 2 pizzeria being put up, But we also, once again, have the FNaF 1 pizzeria being put there. Once again, looks very broken down. The sign is on top. Right now, I think it's covered up by a tarp, or it was covered up earlier. I'm not really sure, but this image shows it being covered up. We've also got these little green screens to the side. I don't know if that's because they didn't have the budget to build the sides or wanted to have some type of thing there. I don't know. There's some type of, I believe, green screen thing there. And this is interesting. I did not expect them to have the FNaF 1 location returning in this movie. I don't know why they're going back to the FNaF 1 location. My thought is maybe they find out, it's a theory I had before where they find out that they need to burn down stuff, because one of the 4, like, scripts for the movie mentioned burning things, I believe. So maybe they're gonna find out they need to burn things and then return to the FNaF 1 pizzeria and burn it down. Don't know for sure, definitely, but something is going on down there. So some very exciting news here. I cannot wait to see the finished version of the FNaF 2 pizzeria, and I definitely cannot wait to see it in action or see the inside of it as well. It's gonna be so cool. This movie is going to be so good. Moving on to the Hex news, not much here, but Dawko did post an image revealing this Hex backpack, as you can see here. It is a Bonnie backpack, which looks really interesting. It does look very interesting. It is a little hard to tell the scale since Dawko is like 6 foot something, so it's probably bigger than it looks in the image. I don't know if it's something you could actually use for school stuff. I don't know if a binder fits in there, but it's still a cool little thing. Speaking of rabbit plushies, Funko has just released a like jumbo version of the Vanny plush, which clearly is based off of the Vanny Snaps figure. Now this isn't a surprise, we have gotten 2 others like this before from the Toy Bonnie Snap and the Baby Snap. It seems they're continuing this with more, making this Vanny one. I assume we'll get some more later as well. Some more plush news here, which is actually a bit of a surprise to see, is that GoodStuff is releasing these plushies of Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, Funtime Foxy, Spring Bonnie, and the Puppet. I do like the designs of them, especially with Spring Bonnie. I think the Spring Bonnie plush looks super good, and looking at them, they kind of look like they might be FNaF World plushies, which is interesting to just randomly get FNaF World plushies out of nowhere. Maybe the Heroes World Funko figures performed well, and GoodStuff saw that and wanted to make their own FNaF World stuff. Maybe Scott's working on FNaF World 2 and getting us prepared for it. Probably not, unfortunately. Really cool, though, to be seeing some more FNaF World representation in merch. FNaF World fans, rise up. I've only played like 30 minutes of the game, but I know a lot of people like it. Along with these plushies, we're also going to be getting keychain versions of them, which are just smaller, less good versions, which I assume will be a little bit cheaper. Not as interested in those, but they are cool regardless. You see those on screen? Those plushies? Which one of those is your favorite?
I like Chica.
You like Toy Chica?
Yeah, I want to buy it.
Oh. Okay. Which one of those is your least favorite?
Bonnie.
The yellow one or the blue one?
Blue one.
But you like the yellow one better?
Yeah.
You heard it there, folks. Wait, which one did you say you don't like?
I don't like the blue guy.
So she agrees with me, the Spring Bonnie plush is better.
Yes.
Awesome. So what's this other thing you said we should talk about?
These socks will have my face on them, as you can see here. And when my brother Sam here got these for Christmas from my sister.
Those are some pretty cool socks.
Yep. Oh, and I want to eat them.
Let's eat them. I'll get one, and you get one. Ready?
Ready.
What? That's not fair.
Yes, it is.
Oh no. But that's all the news we have today. So, if you want to subscribe, you can click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, you can click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news on the FNaF 2
movie.